Morning, guys. Today we talk about curves. It is the NURBS actually. Before that, we'll see components of curve. Or first we discuss about the components. Okay, now we take a box. We know that it has a components. So wherever two edges is intersected, we'll get the vertex. You know that. Huh? Wherever four edges, we see this face. And this one is the edges. So these are all components of polygon. To go to the components, we have to right click for them, just right click and hold. So you can see that it's a vertex mode. So you can just select the vertex only, and then edge mode. Again, I'm right clicking edge only. Again, you have to go to the object mode to select the entire object. Now we can select the entire object. Right click face mode to select the face. So you can move and rotate and scale. It's very simple by using the move tool. The same way, you can select the edge, move, rotate, and scale. Right click, object mode. When you right click, you can see vertex, edge, face, and then you can see vertex face. It is not a component, but you can see face intersections. We'll talk about it. Then multi, it means you can select vertex or edge or face, anything and everything can select at the time in a multi. Object mode, it means an entire object can select. After that, you can see the UV. You know what UV is? It is used for texture. So that this is also a component of polygon, but we are not going to do the UV right now. Mostly we are going to do exactly the vertex mode or edge or face or object mode. So these are all components of the polygons. Again, I'll create the components. Sorry, I'll create the polygon square. Here, you can see the attribute. You can see the attribute in the right side, and then you can see the channel box. The shortcut between that is Control A is a switch between the attribute editor and channel box. And this is the channel box, and this is the attribute editor. Here, in a channel box, we can see a transformation, rotation, and scale. Finally, visibility, it means 0 is off, 1 is on. Down here, inputs, you can see input. It's easy for you to increase your subdivisions. I'm increasing the subdivision by using this channel box input. So go to the sphere, same way, go to the input and decrease your subdivision and increase your subdivision. So this is like a history of the object. So any objects, we can increase and decrease, and then radius, other things. Okay, so this is the difference between the attribute editor, channel box. Attribute editor, yesterday we remember, we apply the material. In a channel box, we see only the object inputs. In attribute editor, you can go to the particular mode, particular tab of the material, then change the color. So you're changing the attribute of the node. Material is a node, and then polycylinder is a node, and then shape is a node, and cylinder transformation is a node. Those are all nodes. Those nodes you can adjust by using the control A attribute editor. Then inputs and connectivity you can change by using the channel box. Okay, now control A, isn't it? For toggle channel box to attribute it. Toggle button. And then we have a mode is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what does that mean? So I take a 1, nothing is happening. 2, it's a semi-smooth. Now I press 1, it's a solid. It's a okay. What is a normal mode? 2 semi-smooth and 3 is a smooth one. Here we are not do any smooth, mesh smooth, something like that. Again, I want a normal mode is like a 1, 2, 3, and 4 is a wireframe mode. So we can select the object and press 4 to see the wireframe mode. 5 is a shading mode, and 6 is a texture mode, and 7 is a lighting mode. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 is a normal mode, and 2 semi-smooth, and 3 smooth, and 4 wireframe, and 5 shading mode, and 6 is a texture mode. We cannot able to see the texture now because we didn't apply the texture. And then 7 is a lighting mode. There's no light, so it's become dark. So if I want to come back to the normal mode, I want to press 5 and then press 1. So this is the normal mode. It will be very much useful when you're doing the further things. Now we go to the curve. Okay, now we are in the 6 mode and 7. It's a lighting mode, isn't it? I want to create a light. It's very easy to create a light by using the create option and light. Create some light like a point light or move your light. You can see that wherever you move, the light will get fall. So you can see where the light is moving on your viewport. Okay, now I press 5. It's a shaded mode. It's a normal mode. Now we go for a create option. In the curve, we have a curve. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But only 2 types of curves we are going to use. One is CV curve, another one is EP curve. CV means control vertex, EP edit point. Both will do a similar thing. Let's do with the CV curve. The curves has to be work on the grid. An example, if I do like this, I want to say H. No, we can see that. So that we have to draw only on the grid. So we can specifically change the viewport, front or side, something like that. Go to the front view, create a curve, CV curve, and then we can draw something. Now I'm clicking 1, 2, and 3. You can see there is no curves up here. And fourth click, I'll get the curve. And fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, eighth one, ninth one. I got a 9 clicks here. Okay, now I want to adjust something. So I have to go to the component mode. For polygon component, right click, go to the vertex and select the edges or vertex or face and move it. It's a components of polygon. I go to the object mode. Same way, curves, right click and hold, you can see control vertex and curve point and object mode, hull, edit point. First, I want to go to the control vertex. Let's discuss one by one later. Control vertex, you can see the vertices. Select this, and select this and move towards the and readjust things. Okay. Now you can see all the vertexes not looks like same. There is some difference between the vertices. If you observe closely, you can see the box and then U and then dot, 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 dot. So here, the box and the U in between these two is called seam. And then in between other two is called spans. Other two means from here to here, 1, from here to here, 2, and here to here, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Move on. 6. So totally how many spans are there? 6 spans. And then how many seam? 1 seam. See, seam is nothing but in between distance of the first two control vertices called seam. I'll repeat again. Distance in between first two control vertices called seam. Distance between other two control vertices is called spans. Okay, to understand this, select the object, select the curve, go to the control A option. On the right side, you can see spans count. It says 6. So we calculated right way, it is 6. So we can calculate a curve 1, 2, 3. This is now the curve. We'll start from here. I understand. Now you can see between these two is a seam and these two is a spans. So how many spans? Only 1 span you can see. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, it will increase. And then it will say that it's a spans of 7, so open curve. So we have a 3 form. One is open, close, chord length. Open curve, close curve, and periodic curve. It means the curve now it is open. If the curve is closed, surface curves, surface C. Select this curve. I want to close this curve. So I'm using the term is called open close curve. Now this curve is closed. So close curve and periodic curve is same. But you can see that minimum and maximum value is different. You can see 6 and you can see 7 point something, something, something. So we need to change that into a decimal numbers. Okay, why we need to learn so much about this curve? You need to learn a lot because from the curves you can create a NURBS object. This curves, suppose I have drawn this line and enter this curve. I finished it. I want to continue this curve, or I want to cut this curve, or I want to attach the curve, or I want to flip the curve, or I want to move the seam of the curve, or I want to make an offset of this curve. Everything is possible by using this particular command is called a curve. You can see, duplicate this curve, align, attach, detach, and then move seam, open, close, fillet. So lots of options there about this curve. Now first we'll dock it over here. Select this and then align the curve. You can see the curve is aligned, but it's not attached. Still, it's a 2 different curve. Okay. Now we can move it. Suppose if you select this and click attach, you can see it's attached. But the previous curves are remain over here. Because in attach option box, you can see that keep original is on. You can switch off it, then you can attach it. So you can see only one curve is available. Suppose in attach, in the option box, keep original is on, and if you attach it, you can see these two curves remain because the original is remain. So you can, that is your wish that you can enable or disable. So I usually disable the keep original because the original will go off because I want to attach these two curves. That's it. I'll undo it again. So instead of attaching from the place, first I go for align, then select these two, then attach, so that I sustain the shape. In attach option box, you can see bent or connect. If you say bent, you see that it's a little bent will happen. Suppose if you say connect, it will just connect. The shape will remain exactly the same. So by using this attach option, we can attach two curves. But now if I want to move this, you can see that the curves. So which one is attached to one? This one, and this is already aligned because the key position is on. And now you move this, it's attached. Now if you want to use a detached curve, you can use a detached curve. For that, I need to show you another component is called a curve point. What is a curve point? A point on the curve is called curve point. What is the control vertex which is controlling the curve? So this vertex is already controlling the curve. Now right click, curve point, select any curve point. It means it's your wish. Like you can select anywhere, but it only select on the curve. So this is the end. You cannot cut here. So I'll just select this one. And then just click detach option. Now you can see it's detached. I'll undo it again. Now it's undo it. Control Z is undo. Suppose if you want to cut 2 points, of course it is possible by using a shift. You can select 2 or more points. 3 points and detach. So it will become 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3 cuts. Again, you can attach those things. So attach, select just two curves and attach it and detach. Select the curve point, then detach. Okay, guys, I'll cut this video because of the size. Then I'll start again.